A lot. I've learned a lot from Coach Belichick. Yeah, we could talk here for a long time about that. All the lessons you learn from him, and what he's done is, I don't know, will ever happen again. Keeping it sustainable as long as he has. But should try to take a lot of those things that I learned there and apply them. Well, just assigning values, like you said, knowing when to move on from a player, knowing when it's time for for fresh blood. But at the same time, I don't like to let really good players go if we can help it.
Yeah, that was great. It was a great honor to do that. Tremendous person.
No, I think with a Tom Brady, I personally never want to completely close the door. Now, I don't have any information that suggests that he is going to come back. I mean, I'm very good friends with him. We talk. We haven't talked about that. I don't want to apply any pressure, but in that regard, right now. But he's Tom Brady. If a Tom Brady wants to come back, we welcome him back. It just depends. We have a little time here before free agency hits. It depends on what we do in free agency. I'm not saying that we're, by any means, we're planning on this happening. I just made a remark this morning that we'll leave a light on for it. Well, that hasn't happened, so that's a hypothetical. So. Think about his future, but once again, he's another great player at his position. So would be excited if he did want to come back.
Jason, what can you say about the progression of Jordan Whitehead? How much of a priority is he going to be when trying to get him back this offseason?
He's one of those players I mentioned. I didn't want to mention any by name because I didn't want to leave any out. But Jordan has become a very good player for us, and just his presence on defense when we didn't have him due to injury, you could see what we were missing a little bit of juice from him, and he provided that. He's been a good player for us. He's been a great pick for us. I'm proud of our staff for where we drafted him and what he's become. And ideally, he's another player. I'll keep saying it. Ideally, I'd love to have him back. We'll have to see how it goes with all these players.